So now we're going to graph the log base 3 of x. So we just graphed log base 2. So what I would recommend is, if you want to take this in steps, first set up your xy table and see how you do. Pause the video. So like before, I am going to pick powers of the base, which is 3. Now I could start with 27. Okay, that would be great, but it's not, I don't have space on my board for that. So where I'm really going to start is with 9. Okay, and then 3. And then 1, and then 1/3, and those will be the points that I can pretty easily fit onto my grid. So again, the same question. Log base 3 of 9. The logarithm produces a power. So 3 to the second power is 9. Log base 3 of 3. What power is produced? Well, 3 to the first power is 3. And then log 3 of 1. So 3 to the 0 power. And then last but not least, log base 3 of 1/3. The 3's in the denominator. That's -1. So once again, I'm going to go over to my graphing board here, and I'm going to plot those points. The first point is 9, and that is 2. So this point right here, 9, 2. The next one is 3, 1. Then a 1, 0, and then a third, which is a little bitty bit, and -1. Again, I have a nice vertical asymptote here at the y-axis, and there we go. There's my graph. So this is the graph of the log base 3 of x. We are going to do another transformation. So that purple graph is log base 3 of x. In green, what we're going to do is we are going to graph negative log base 3 of x. So push pause on your video and remind yourself, what does the negative, when it's out in front of the function, do to the graph? So if you said that we are going to now multiply all the y values by -1, then you are exactly right. So we're just going to go through the purple graph and make all the y values the opposite. So instead of +2, this is going to be -2. Instead of +1, this moves to -1. 0 stays 0. And instead of -1, that moves to +1. And the vertical asymptote is not going to change because we have not shifted the graph at all. So that's a little bit bad, so that's much better. So there's my graph of negative log base 3 of x.